Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. This is a weird intro, but I forgot to film this morning, even though I told myself I would. I filmed something else. But this week I thought I would do something fun and kind of do like a vlog of a week in my life as a writer. So this is Monday, hi, and this is the start of the vlog. So if you're interested or curious about that, about like what my life is as somebody who writes for their own creativity and stuff, I guess you can just keep on watching. Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of show you the stuff that I've done so far today. I'm sorry I didn't record a lot of it. Today's been a weird day. Mondays tend to be weird days for me. Mondays are normally the days where I focus more on like social media stuff or YouTube, or just like setting up my schedule in a way of like prepping for the week. So I'm going to flip you guys around to my computer so you can see kind of all the behind the scenes stuff of what I've been doing today. So yeah. Okay, so this is one of the many things that I've actually done today. So this is contract signing. So I didn't write this. This is just me signing a contract with someone that wants to publish one of my short stories. So I read that through and we were emailing back and forth, and I just had that signed. This is going to be for a charity anthology, as you can see right here, called A Grizzly. This was actually inspired by the whole like, would you choose a man or a bear in the woods type meme that was going around on TikTok and stuff for a while. Yeah, that got that got really crazy. But yeah, anyway, so all of the proceeds for this are going to go to Take Back the Night. This is a charity that works with survivors of SA and other types of crime like that. And this everyone included in this anthology is somebody who is a survivor of SA. So I've submitted my own story and they accepted it. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, so I also wanted to show you guys some of the tools you can use if you are a content creator or somebody running a small business online. This is a website called Metricool, and it's really nice because it's basically like a social media content calendar. It is free if you have one account. So what that means is that like I have my social medias at Writing with Cass for everything for my writing business. So in that you can include like they have the logos here, right? So this is a post for Instagram and Facebook. This is normally what I use this for. They do have an attachment for YouTube and TikTok, but when I've posted videos this way, I had some errors, so I just kind of mainly use this for static posts, and then if I do videos, I tend to do that manually, hence why there's nothing here, because I plan on posting a reel/TikTok on Friday. But this is all the stuff I've done this week. This post is already put and published, and then I use Canva primarily now to make like little quotes of my books and stuff, and I've been posting those. On Wednesdays I post my YouTube thumbnails because that's when I post YouTube videos, so that's going to be up for this week. And then I made, well, no, I didn't make this. This was given to me because sometimes like different anthologies want you to use their press packet, I guess. Wait, what's it called? Press release packet? I'm not really, girl, I don't know. But they have like pre-made materials for social media. So I'm posting my acceptance on the 4th because on the 3rd they're posting their TOC with all the like authors that got accepted in it. And so this is my official announcement for that on the 4th. Some people do themed posts for holidays, but I didn't feel like it this year because girl, politics could make me pissed off. So I'm not celebrating the 4th this year in that way. So I'm skipping over that and celebrating myself and this story. Friday's a reel, and then I pre-planned something for Saturday, and then I was working on stuff for this week too. So I made another image in Canva and quoted my own Teddy story to just kind of remind people that it exists. And these are more quotes too. So my plan is also to post a new video on Monday, like a real reel or TikTok, and then Wednesday will actually be hopefully this video. It'll hopefully drop on the 10th. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what to do for Thursday, but I have Friday all set up too. So I'm pretty loose. Normally I plan like 2 weeks in advance, but today I've just been kind of in. Plus, I plan on traveling this week, so that is preoccupying my mind a bit more than that. So yeah, this is just kind of like social media stuff. I told you guys I use Canva. This is what my Canva account looks like. I share it with somebody else, so let me block out their name. But this is an example of one of like my post quotes. I made this. It's got the little book right here, and then because the sequel has this couple scenes that take place in like what would be Japan, I put like this kind of art in the background, and then just do my quotes, and so that way, it's really quick. I just come in here, I open a book, and I retype in different quotes randomly from different places in the book, and I have that for the first one, Curse Fae as well. I have the Moab trees in the background. Um, just because again, this is inspired by Madagascar. And then I have some of my favorite graphics, which is this Y2K internet emo throw up right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably make more of those for the upcoming weeks and just pre-plan that. But yeah, that's really easy. I just open the books and like type away. And then I also use Notion for YouTube. So I'm really like a beginner at Notion. I've seen some people with like really aesthetic stuff, and I don't know how to do that yet. But basically, this is where I dump like all my video ideas. I tried to do more Pokemon videos in the beginning, but you guys know how that works. But the pink are videos I've already done, and then I move all the ideas that I haven't done down into whatever recent month is going. So these are my ideas for July videos. And again, I just kind of update them as I go. So that's like all my social media tools right there. Oh my god, don't look at my tabs. But yeah, those are my social media tools. In terms of like what I've done so far, I've been kind of like, other than social media stuff, I've been working on this project, which is a full length book. Right now, I'm at boop, 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 this many words. So 23,000 and a half. And I got inspiration while I was back home last weekend and thinking on the train. So I included a scene that's not here, and this is me writing notes to myself to see if I should include something that Douglas suggested. But yeah, this book is highly inspired by some of the places I lived in the Midwest, or not. But yeah, some of the places I've lived in the Midwest. It is like basically small town eldritch horror type thing, but it's not meant to be completely scary. Like it's like the tagline I've been using is Cthulhu but comforting. And the main character is a Midwestern grandma. So that's one of my main projects I've been working on. And that's what I've been kind of working on today. I've been trying to write. But in doing that, you know how sometimes you get distracted. I've been Googling South Bend because this is my hometown, and I've been watching a ton of videos on YouTube about South Bend, Indiana, and I've actually learned a couple things about my hometown that I didn't know before. But yeah, I realized I should be putting. I've been putting a lot of small towns because I grew up on the outskirts of the city, so I had access to a couple other small towns in my vicinity as well as South Bend. So I really feel like I'm like a mishmash of all these type of people, like a small town person versus, I mean, South Bend's not a big city, but I feel like sometimes I'm a mesh of the two, of urban and country a little bit. So I figured I should put more South Bend isms into this book. So I was trying to see what South Bend looks like for people who haven't been there before, and to try to see, I don't know, a new perspective on things. And so I've been watching these sorts of videos, and I've been doing that for, God, like maybe in the past 40 minutes. So is that time wasted? I don't know, but it is what it is. Before I pop off, I just want to show you guys something too. I also use Trello as a organization tool, I guess. Um, this is kind of the stuff that I have ongoing tasks, which again is like social media stuff. But this is a great way to help me just organize book projects and like events. So as some of you guys know, I did attend an art fair at the beginning of June to sell some of my books, and so all the work that went into prepping for that is underneath this tab. And since it's on the done section, it makes me feel a little bit more accomplished. Likewise, there's the St. Louis convention, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to go to that just because it's so expensive to travel. And we kind of need to save money from other travels that are going on this year. So this is like a maybe, but I still made a blank for it just in case. This is a project that's way on the back burner, but these are the projects in progress. So we have the mod project that I'm working on that I was talking about earlier, and then these two other ones here that I will explain some other time, but I like putting funny pictures on here because, again, it's like motivation. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys my Trello. And also, since we're at the start of the month, we got the white out for sales this month since it's the 1st of July. Woo! So hopefully we can change that this month. That would be great. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those two tools again before I messed up, but before I like left, just because I forgot to do that, but I'm doing it now. So yeah, those are some author stuff that you should check or do or incorporate into your own way of organizing. Hey there. This is a Tuesday, and I have switched working positions from the office to here in my sunroom. Um, I'm talking to you guys with like no makeup on. I brushed my hair, I swear. But this is my normal like author uniform, I guess, if since I'm working from home. But I am spending the day doing a bit of writing. Like I told you guys yesterday, I got a lot of social media stuff done. I did a little bit more today, and then, I did housekeeping things like checking my emails. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I am working on here. So I didn't feel like doing any of my current projects right now, which is a common theme for me. But I did start working on this short story that I'm planning on submitting to an anthology that um, is more going to be. It's accepting submissions now, but the submissions end in the fall, I believe. So it's pretty ongoing. So I am working on that for that submission. It is a queer horror anthology, which is up my alley. And I'm doing something a little kooky with it. So I don't know if it's actually going to get accepted or not. But I just wanted to show you guys my word count. So I started the day, I worked a little bit on it this morning. I started the day with 700 words for my word count. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm at like 1,300 words now. Yeah, I'm at 1,300 words now. So I figured you guys could watch me write for a bit, at least until I get my 1,000 words in. That's normally my goal for each day, is getting 1,000 words in. Some days that's pretty easy, and other days not so much. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I know other authors have higher word counts than me. Some have less. For me, it's really hard, and a lot of my productivity kind of depends on my mood. For those of you who don't know, I do have a mood disorder. I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 about a year or two ago. So what that just means is that sometimes I'll have mood swings that persist for a couple days. Mine tend to cycle through a little bit more frequently. Um, but I'll have experienced days where I'm like completely normal or baseline, and then some days I have a really low mood, kind of like depression, where I really don't want to do anything. And then other days I'll be in an elevated mood, and those tend to last for a short amount of time. And sometimes that translates to a lot of like productivity, and other times that just translates to me being quite irritable. So, yeah, I am learning how to work within that. But I've found that 1,000 words tends to be a number that keeps me feeling accomplished when I do it, and it's not necessarily too difficult for me either, regardless of what mood I may be in. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me that nobody asked for. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to crank this out and get about 400 more words in, and I will talk to you guys in a minute.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Shit, crap, gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs.
Okay, so it's been about 40-ish minutes. Hopefully I did like a speed up of this or I cut some out or whatever. But it's been like 40 minutes of video, and I got my words in, so now I'm at 1740, and I'll probably keep working on this for a minute, but I just kind of wanted to show you um, what my work day kind of looks like, I guess. Um, I don't know if I left it in here, but basically, this story is very much inspired by the meme of turning the freaking frogs gay. So hopefully that's cool, and maybe one day this will come out and you'll see it. If not, I do think that this, if it's not accepted, this story and another one I worked on, if that's not accepted either, they can easily be transferred into future cursed images projects because, you know, a lot of I I'm working on sequels to cursed images through different decades, and they can definitely fit the memes for maybe like the 2020 version or even the 2010s because I'm not sure when this meme specifically came out. But either way, they can be repurposed for future personal product projects that I self-publish. But you know, I kind of like doing anthologies I have to submit to too because then it's kind of like getting recognition by others in the community. So yeah, and it's a way to network and all that jazz. So yeah, we'll see. These hopefully these will come out in one shape or another. But if they sound interesting to you, just like follow me on Instagram or can subscribe to me on YouTube. And you'll be updated with like those sorts of progress notes. But yeah, this is Tuesday. Hey there. Today is a Wednesday. Sorry, my brain's a little broken. I woke up from having a spicy nightmare, and not the good kind of spicy, but the PTSD type of spicy. So I'm a little thrown off, like, because I was so excited to keep vlogging this week or just do little videos. But right now, I was like freaking out a little bit earlier, and I feel a little better, so I'm just going to record this real quick. Today, we are going to be traveling to my hometown, so I'm still going to be working, yeah, today, but I might be focused more on like packing and stuff, at least, um, and just prepping for the train ride and all that. I went home last weekend for my birthday. I normally don't go home as much, but I'm going home for this weekend because I want to get some more inspiration for my book, um, or the novel I'm working on, and it is very much Midwest town vibes, and so yeah, I'm just gonna be hanging out, and I'm actually gonna try to interview my mother and some of my female relatives, whoever I can, because the main character is somebody who is older than me and therefore has experiences that I don't. So I just kind of want to, you know, ask them questions, feel them out, get how like they would answer things or how they would feel about things that might be different from me. So yeah, that's the plan today. So I might just put in some shots of me getting ready or like me packing and stuff. But yeah, that's what it sounds like. this is July 5th. I didn't record anything yesterday because well, I did record a little bit, I'm lying. But I didn't record any 4th of July stuff on here because one, I was spending time with family, and two, like, I don't feel very 4th of July y. So, yeah, so basically yesterday we went to a small town parade, and I basically went because I wanted to take notes on people like a creep for mod. So here are my notes that I took when I was observing people at the parade. Because if you guys don't know, mod actually takes place from spring to fall. At least that's how I'm like designing it. So of course there's gonna be some sort of 4th of July scenario, or I mean there could be, I don't know. But takes place over summer. So I thought that might be something to include in there. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I just kind of like watched people and like took notes for that. And then afterwards, we came home and watched Independence Day by Will Smith. Not by Will Smith, but like, you know what I mean? Just, yeah. So that was basically it. And this morning, I have a couple things to do on my laptop. I'm at my mom's house. So, yeah. I have a couple things to do on my laptop, and then I might interview my mom today if she is up to it. So that's what the work schedule looks like for me, and I'll hop back on later. Okay, thanks. Bye. I'll talk to you later. Hey there. It is next week. Way not. Yeah. This vlog ended a bit ago, but I'm just here to film like the conclusion or the outro, basically. So I'm back home in Indiana. We got in yesterday in the evenings. I didn't record much of this weekend because the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, I spent time interviewing my relatives, like I told you. So I interviewed two different people, and normally I would show you on the screen what that looked like, but I'm not going to show you the screen of my laptop this time just because I don't want to show like their answers, because I did say that like anything they said would be just between me and them, and some of the stuff is personal, and I am not going to share that personal information with anyone. So basically, but I can't talk about some of the questions. Some of the questions revolved around so just like basic information, like who you are, where you grew up, like places have you lived, type of thing. I've asked about childhood memories. I ask about marriage and what's that like, and how would you explain it to somebody who's never been married. And then I use that same sort of logic for if like motherhood, like memories in motherhood. What's motherhood like? How would you explain it to somebody who's never experienced it? And then being a grandmother, what's that like? What memories do you have of that? How would you explain being a grandma to somebody who hasn't experienced it? And then I also ask about loss. What does it feel like to lose someone that you're close to? How would you describe that for somebody who hasn't experienced it? And then I ask questions about community and their what they believe their roles to be in their community. One piece of feedback that I've gotten so far that I'm like considering is the word community itself didn't really resonate with the interviewees. So I might change that word community to just relationships, like friendships or family. But I still think it's interesting how people whether or not they feel like they can relate to the word community specifically. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that in. Maybe I won't. But yeah, I don't want to give their stuff away because, like I said, I told them it would be confidential, and I plan on keeping my word. In grad school, we had to sign like a paper, or kind of like a code of ethics, basically, when collecting data from real people, that we wouldn't use any of that information for harm or bad. So I take that oath very seriously, and yeah, I stress this to them, but I'm also going to say it to you guys. Nothing that they said is going to be a 101 for the book, so don't even try it. Yeah, it's more for me to understand folks that are in a different demographic than I am, and to understand them deeply so that I don't
rely on stereotypes or something untrue biases that I might have of these folks. So yeah, I want to interview more people. I would like to have more data from relatives, but that might have to be done at a different time. But until then, if you know somebody who has been married, a mother or a grandmother, hit me up. I'd love to talk to them and maybe even like email them the questions and get their written responses for it. I don't know. But yeah, so there's that. And that's kind of what I did to wrap up the weekend before we traveled back home. And now that we're settled in, I'm going to just keep doing the work week as normal. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog of like basically a week in my life. I hope you've got some value out of it, whether it's educational or entertaining. I don't know, um, but yeah. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, let me know down below. Comment down below, like the video, share it with a friend. Um, if this video gets a lot of traction, I'll make more vlogs and I'll shift content that way. But if not, I thought this was just like a fun experiment to see like behind the scenes of like what my life is like on the daily. I guess I don't know. But yeah, if you could also subscribe to the channel, that would be great. That really helps me out a lot. And until next time, thanks. Bye.